Good evening, everyone. We are live on Reagan Sports Corner, the network that puts athletes first. We got ourselves quite the basketball game going on tonight between Morgan Township High School, currently at 14-3 on the season, versus South Central Satellites at 4-11. The game's on the road for the Satellites. Should
Absolutely
be.
there.
No, go ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely there, Robbie. I mean, your first basketball game here on Reagan's Corner Sports Network is against Morgan Township, and it's for the keg. Buddy, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. You're playing at a rival school on the road for the keg.
I've heard about that cake. I've heard it is quite the trophy. We'll see if South Central comes to play today for it.
Absolutely. So, Dusty, what's your thoughts about the Morgan Township and South Central game coming up pretty soon here?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really competitive game. I think that South Central, they're most likely gonna come out strong, and hopefully finish strong.
Hopefully. But, folks, if you've already watched the game, do not spoil it for us. Um, and I'm about to hit it right now. I mean, you guys gotta love that space chicken right there, Satellite Sam. I mean, what a opening! What a opening, ladies and gentlemen.
It's up there with the cake.
It's up there with the keg. I mean, but the game's almost starting here. So, a fun fact between South Central and Morgan Township, South Central has, wait for it, their theme song, their school song is Northwestern, while Morgan Township's is Notre Dame. And then they're going to go in the American flag kind of uniform here with satellites, navy blue, white trim, and red trim, where the Cherokees will come out with a white, greenish, yellow uniform here. So, on Regan's Corner Sports Network. So, boys, are you ready for tip off to start pretty soon?
I'm ready. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to watch for sure. South Central is gonna have to contain Keegan Holder tonight. If they can do that, this should be a close matchup.
Absolutely. But that's hard said and done when you're averaging about 18 points per game uh, and just went off during the Porter County tournament.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be easy. It's easier said than done, like you said. However, South Central, they do have a bit of a chance to, fight on the boards. If they can do that, as well as, just keep fighting, stay competitive, be physical, they can stay in this game. If they don't, then we could see a little bit of a struggle early on, but I believe they can stay in this.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a moment of silence with the national anthem, who is getting played currently right now. We do not own the rights to the music during this broadcast. There, boys, and the game is about to be tipped off here. As you can see, the Rooster camera about to get ready for the starting lineup for the South Central Satellites in a second here. The keys for the Satellites, you got to start fast here, especially on the road against a team like this. Those freshmen, they got to play like seniors tonight. You got to step up. And your leaders, you got to have a great floor presence from Town Ward today, Robbie.
Yeah, and I think Jay Huerta is gonna have to have a big game here if they have any shot at getting a victory.
Absolutely, your star players, just like as you said, Jay Horta is taking off. Okay, this could be a good one in the next couple of years, if not already.
A very animated opening lineup here for Cherokees.
Absolutely. I mean, the band is rocking here in Valparaiso, Indiana, Mandarin, Indiana, here in Morgan Township.
And we're set to tip off here. Looks to be Braden Grass on the tip for the Satellites.
Let's see if the Rooster can get the tip here.
For Morgan Township, that's A.D. Johnson. In the corner now, Township top of the key. That's Kimmel. Kimmel kicks top of the key now for Morgan Township. It's Kimmel in the corner. To Hidgel, back to Kimmel. Kimmel with the ball here a lot on the first possession. Shot is up for Township. That is off. The rebound now up court. That is Colin Ward up top for South Central. Colin Ward dribbling on. Shot fake. Huerta shoots and misses. Rebound to Morgan Township. Dribbling it up now. Looking low is Morgan Township. Top of the key now. That's Jack Wheeler. Wheeler top of the key. He kicks to the corner. Pulling a shot that is Bryant Rick, who misses. Can't convert. Rebound. Township cannot convert off the rim. Pushing it up.
And it
Now
looks
that's
like
Ward. Ward top of
it
the
looks
key
like
now for the Satellites.
looks like really good defense here every team.
Absolutely,
Ward has Grass on the cut. Township with the steal now, coast to coast. Going is Jaden Straightly. Top of the key now, this is Clayton Straw for the Satellites. He kicks back to Ward, right corner. Top key now, he dribbles, kicks to the corner. Shot fake. Colin Ward now. Top of the key, that's Jack Hashel. Hashel kicks to the corner. Attacking is Braden Grass. The Satellites lose the ball out of bounds. That'll be Morgan Township basketball.
There, Robbie.
2-0 here. 5:35 to go in the first quarter.
Hashel and Horta has been a very great. I mean, kind of Hornet kind of mix there. They're going to be good for a really long time. I mean, we got to come up with a nickname, kind of with a dynamic duel as Haschel and Horta is.
Keegan Holder now for Morgan Township. He kicks to the corner. Triple is off for Morgan Township. Satellites will push forward. Layup is off there by Jay Huerta. Pushing back up now. This is Morgan Township. Attacking is off. The layup is off for Morgan Township. It gets the rebound. Ball is on the floor. It is a jump ball. And possession in favor of South Central.
Yeah, and great aggression there, right there for South Central as they're able to get the jump ball and they're able to get the possession.
Colin Ward now for South Central attacking. He kicks corner triple for Huerta. He can't convert. Rebound now Morgan Township. Jaden Sprately backing down. He kicks to Keegan Holder, who attacks the paint. He kicks down low. It's back to Sprately. Sprately
Robbie Dusty. I mean, this is exactly what South Central does not need in this situation for Morgan Township to get this huge kind of start here. It would be even worse if they were hitting shots there, boys.
Yeah, the Satellites need to get a bucket here and stay in the game early. Can't fall behind. Braden Grass kicking cross corner, dangerous pass, got it there. Colin Ward now back to Grass, or excuse me, not Grass. Corner triple for South Central is off. He gets his own rebound. He kicks back to Ward. Ward to Clayton Straw, who can't hit. Rebound Morgan Township. Township pushing up. They convert at the rim. 6-0 Morgan Township here early as Hayden Greiser converts.
6-0 quick. We're going to go into our commercial with Jody Geisha, realtor, one of the leading realtors in the Northwest Indiana region. Go check out Jody Geisha at her email and at the number. So, boys, what's going on with the satellite team? I mean, because
the shots are going up, they're just not falling. You got to get them to go in the hoop, keep going. They're getting good looks at the rim. It's just tough, just not falling yet.
Yeah, I think South Central has been getting a couple stops on this end, but just haven't been able to convert on the other end.
That's dangerous recipe against a team like this, though.
They changed point guard there, had Clayton Straw bring it up. And they turn it over here. Morgan Township goes toe-to-toe and converted. That is Bryant Rick, senior. Straw brings it back up now for South Central. He attacks left. All the way, and he draws a blocking foul on his way to the rim. That'll be baseline out of bounds for South Central. Good drive there by Clayton Straw. Got to stay physical with him early.
Absolutely. And then Eric Spears coming with basically a hockey change here.
Kevin Higley's at the inbound now. He tries a dangerous pass, and luckily Straw is able to draw a foul towards the top of the key. I know we're going to have an offensive foul, it looks like. Excuse me. Yes, an offensive foul on South Central. Morgan Township will bring it back now. In the corner, that's Bryant Rick. Excuse me, he kicks now to Jack Wheeler in the corner. Top of the key, that is Keegan Holder. Back to Nick Wheeler, he pulls the triple and converts. It is getting ugly quick. The Satellites need to find the basket.
They got to find a lane for Colton Bennett here to kind of drive. Maybe a little ISO game here because that's one of the senior strengths here.
Straw attacks. He's in the paint. He kicks to Higley, who almost has it stolen away. Good
Nice.
ball movement here. I love that from South Central, getting to everyone involved, but they're not able to hold on to it as they turn it over South. And Morgan Township goes coast to coast. Ball movement was good, but they got to convert. Keegan Holder scores at the rim. Going fast here, they missed the layup. Clayton Straw gets the board. He pulls the mid-range jumper. He can't convert. Ice cold so far for the Satellites. And Morgan Township goes coast to coast again, draws the foul. It'll be Derek Welsh to go to the line now for Morgan Township. 13-0 Morgan Township over the Satellites. 2:06 remaining in the first quarter.
Absolutely there, Robbie. I mean, I don't know what you can say. I mean, the dog's saying it for us. The bark's in the background because Morgan Township is taking it to our Satellites in a moment here.
Yeah, first one is up and in for Morgan Township.
Kind of looks like it's just been a breakdown here early for the Satellites as they try to get the first point of the game.
Colton Bennett with the rebound there. Clayton Straw pushes it up now. He has an open mid. Does not shoot. Looking to pass. He kicks to Kevin Higley. Back to Straw in the corner. He passes down low but is forced out of bounds.
But like you said, Robbie, they're just not hitting so far. Their defense hasn't been really that bad, giving up 14 to this dangerous Morgan Township offense.
Higley top of the key. He's attacking down low, backing down his defender. Shot into the corner for South Central. Again, cannot find the bottom of that basket.
And you got your center trying to go make a play there, just over the back by Brandon Lomback. But you got to get better position there if you're trying to get offensive rebound.
Morgan Township now. They attack baseline. In the corner, that's Brian Wick. Top of the key now. Shot is up. If the three starts falling, it's going to get dangerous.
They're in the middle of a danger zone, as you can will. I mean,
Higley to Straw now. Straw. Top of the key. Screen by Lautenbeck, doesn't use it. Kicks down to Colton Bennett. Bennett backing down his defender. He attacks the rim and draws the foul at the rim of Lautenbeck.
In that moment, you might want to see the senior kind of dip it down to the sophomore and let him back because he got a good position there. But Colton Bennett takes it to himself to get the Satellites on the board here.
Shot is up and in. And after a lengthy drought, the Satellites have scored here. It is 17-1 with 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Absolutely.
That's good to see the ball fall in the basket for the Satellites. I know everyone over there loves to see that. Hopefully they can build on this going forward here. Morgan Township's going to push up quickly. Ball movement is key for them. Moving it across the top of the key now is Morgan Township. And they lose it out of bounds. It'll be South Central basketball with 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Absolutely. They just threw it way over Jed Gage's head. I mean, he would have to be
He's tall. I just don't think he's that tall.
I mean, Robbie, he has to be Shaquille O'Neal to get that pass.
South Central now taking it the other way. Looks to take the final shot of the first quarter. Jake Ware at the top of the key, kicking the Straw left side. Straw attacks. And there's going to be a jump ball as he is double teamed on his way to the rim. And it'll be Morgan Township who will have the final possession of the quarter with 12 seconds remaining. 17-2, Morgan Township. Bringing it up slowly, that's Jack Wheeler. Excuse me, Keegan Holder. Now Wheeler with the ball top of the key. He will pull a deep triple and not be able to convert. At the end of one quarter, your score is 17, Morgan Township, 2, South Central.
All-Star Autos, a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner Sports Network. It's this halftime or this end of quarter commercial break here. If you're looking to buy with a no-pressure dealer in LaPorte County, there's no one better. Down below is where you go. So, guys, what can the Satellites do to get back into this game, Dusty?
Yeah, I mean, I think they just need to. They've been playing pretty defense, but I think they need to play better defense. And then on the other end, I think they need to pass the ball around more, and they need to find the open shot so they get something going on offense.
Absolutely. How about you, Robbie? What do you think they should do to get into this game? I mean, if they can.
I think they got to lay off the three-pointers a little bit. I know they want to try to get back in the game as quick as possible, but I think they got to try to attack the rim, get shots close to the rim, because the jumpers aren't falling right now, and they might eventually, but I don't think they have time to wait and see if they will. I think they just got to attack the rim and try to get some points close to the rim. South Central basketball here to start the second quarter. You got Colin Ward at the top of the key, their main ball handler. He attacks. He kicks to the corner. They'll pull a triple. Not converting. Rebound, South Central. That's Colton Bennett doing his best big man work down there. He goes up again, and he converts. Good layup there by Colton Bennett after attacking the rim. And now South Central with the steal. They push in transition. It's Colin Ward. He dishes it, finds an open man in the corner who attacks down low. They lose it in the paint, and it's a turnover. Morgan Township the other way. They push in transition, and this time Colin Ward steals it away. He's pushing transition. He's got numbers. He attacks. He puts the layup up, and he goes too quickly. Cannot convert.
He just put the wrong leg up. I mean, going for that layup kind of kills momentum in that situation. After a great steal, go opposite. You could find yourself back into this game, weirdly enough, because that would have been a nice little.
Now he kicks to Spraley. Who converts at the rim? That's Jaden Spraley for Morgan Township. Satellites will push the other way. Back to Ward. Ward kicks to the corner. Shot is up.
Absolutely, because that could have been an 11-point game there. I mean,
I believe that was Braden Grass. Could not see the number. Shot is up there for Morgan Township, and that is good. They answer, and they answer fast.
The previous bucket was by Jack Haschel, but it was very close in size and stuff like that. But Morgan Township there, Robbie, is starting to pull away.
Yeah, I mean, three balls to kill him, leads you to two. They answer with a three, and unfortunately, that's not something you can answer back with at the moment. They answer this time with a bucket down low for Morgan Township is Jet
Geisha.
Top of the key now, that's Colin Ward. Ward's done a great job. You know, he hasn't turned the ball over much at the point guard, and that's at least positive there for the Satellites. He's done a good job as handling. Shot is up, and Morgan Township starting to run away. Jaden Spraley, who just scored down low not too long ago, now scores up top. too much here as they are forcing it down low and have it stolen away. Transition with Morgan Township and they convert easily at the rim. That was Keegan Holder, their best player, averaging 18 a game. They turn it over again, stolen again by Morgan Township. And they draw a foul at the rim. Keegan Holder will go to the line for 2. 29-6 Morgan Township, 5:05 remaining in the second quarter.
Holder starting to get going here. You have Geisha with hustle plays on the rebounding and on that loose ball there to get Holder in a open space kind of thing there. So anything to get Keegan kind of going here, it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be danger zone here. Kenny Logan's about to be singing.
Shot is up and off as Derek Welsh for the Satellites. Out of bounds on the sideline, remain with the Satellites. Grass set to inbound. He inbounds to Derek Welsh. Welsh now top of the key. Welsh will attack. He'll kick to Huerta. Back to Welsh. Welsh will pull the layup. No foul at the rim. He missed the layup and back in transition. The Satellites are able to steal it away, push it back the other way. Shot is up and in. That's great. Huerta. First three of the night for the Satellites. It is 29-9. Morgan Township now attacking. Keegan Holder attacking the rim. He kicks to the corner. Corner triple for Morgan Township is no good. That's a rebound now. Pushing it up for South Central is Derek Welsh. Welsh kicks to the corner. And his man was stepping out of bounds.
Absolutely. I mean, you got Holder just dishing at people like that because you could see them coming in now with the double teams and stuff like that. Just dish, get his teammates going. That could be dangerous in a second.
Jack Wheeler now to bring it up for Morgan Township. Everyone touching the basketball here now. Jack Wheeler in the corner. That's Keegan Holder now. Back to Wheeler, who pulls the triple, can't convert. Rebound for the Satellites. Attacking the rim is Derek Welsh. Can't convert, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in for the Satellites. Great move there by Derek Welsh. 29-11. Morgan Township moving the basketball. Holder.
With a three-point shooting team like Morgan Township, this is a bold strategy going into a 2-3 zone here for the Satellites.
Pushing it up is Morgan Township. There's no one home, stolen away by the Satellites. Top of the key now, Colin Ward. Ward turning his man around. He kicks to the corner. Straw attacks the rim. He kicks to the corner now. Back to Ward. Ward attacks the rim and converts. And one, Colin Ward.
Absolutely. Clayton Strout, great find there to Colin. I mean, and trying to get something going here. Been a little bit of a log second half or second quarter there.
There's been some positives here in the second quarter. They've been able to get some shots up, some shots in, which would be good to see for the Satellites.
Absolutely.
Morgan Township now. Lots of ball movement for them. That's really been a struggle for the Satellites. They haven't been able to contain everyone. Shot is up, but then off. Rebound to Ward. Ward pushing it up now. Colin Ward, he attacks left. Dribble crossover on his man. Kicks to the corner. That's Straw. Straw attacks his man. Dribbles him down right. Kicks to the corner back to Ward. Ward pulls the triple. Cannot convert. Rebound to Morgan Township. Bringing it up slowly now.
Satellites so far are struggling with the size difference, and it seems like Morgan Township is just faster, taller, stronger at the moment.
Shot is up and in for Stephen Holder. He's having himself a nice first half. Bringing it up quickly now, though, for South Central's Ward. Trying to find Straw in the corner. Can't. Has it stripped away. It'll remain with South Central with 1:02 remaining. Morgantown 36, South Central 13. Inbounding now on the baseline for the Satellites. That's Straw. He pushes it well up court, across half court to Ward. Colin Ward now at the top of the key. Ward. Shot is no good there. That was Braden Grass.
You'd like to see Grass kind of drive that one in, especially since the shots are not falling right now. They're going back into that 2-3 zone in a second here.
Shot is up and in again. They are hitting lots of threes now here in the second quarter.
Absolutely. But, Dusty, what do you think about that 2-3 zone here, especially since Morgan Township's starting to hit?
Yeah, I mean, I think they need to switch it up a little bit because it doesn't seem to be working very well as Morgan Township is starting to hit their shots, and, I mean, they're starting to pull away with this game.
First one for Huerta's up and off. The freshman. Morgantown 39, South Central 13, 25 seconds to go in the second quarter. Second one is up and in. Schwager, he splits the pair. Now for Morgan Township, they attack right. Keegan Holder can't convert the rim. Loose ball rebound. Colin Ward will now push it up for South Central. He loses it though, has it stripped away by Morgan Township. Looking to go coast to coast. He is fouled on the floor by Colin Ward. He'll be baseline out of bounds with 1 second to go here in the first half. Morgan Township 39, South Central 14. Excuse me, there's 6 seconds remaining. Morgan Township 5, 4. Shot is up and off for Morgan Township at the end of one half of play. Your score is Morgan Township 39, South Central Satellites.
The Port's
14.
#1 used car dealer, All-Star Autos, proud sponsor of Wigan Sports Network. All-Star Autos specializes in high-quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view the inventory and apply for credit at allstarreport.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs. So next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out All-Star Autos, the regional no pressure dealer, and see why we're #1 in used car dealers in the port.
Welcome to the All Star Autos halftime show or halftime report here. Boys, what have you seen from the Cherokees so far?
I've seen a lot of ball movement that have led to open shots and open layups. The Cherokees have really done well with that. I think ball movement has led to them having, a very nice scoring output. Um, but I think they've also been helped on the fact that they get a lot of plays off of turnovers so far that have led to transition. That just creates momentum, and that's really hurt the Satellites. And in my opinion, what's been, along with the cold shooting, put them down 39-14 at the half.
Yeah, and I think South Central has just been settling for threes too much. I mean, I think that they need to drive a little more here in the second half, to maybe, get to the foul line or, even get to the rim, get a bucket. But just settling for threes, trying to get it all back at once. It's just not going to work out for the Satellites team. So what do you think about that first half there, Josh?
Um, I think Morgan Township took it to South Central. I mean, they have too much speed, and plus you got to play a clean game against this Morgan Township team. It's basically they are the guys' version of the Satellite Girls, where they're not going to beat themselves. I mean, they're a well-coached team. They're deep. 7 players deep there. I mean, we saw Jed Geja making quite a bit of a noise on the rebounding and kind of the hustle plays as well. I mean, and then you can't say much to the fact of Hoyer getting, as a point guard, getting his team ready. So, boys, who do you think is the Warner Farms players to watch in the second half?
For South Central, I definitely want to see them get Jay Huerta involved a little more. I mean, he has their only triple of the night, so if they're going to keep shooting triples, I'd like to see him shoot some more. I think he can get hot. I think he can make this a little more competitive for South Central in the second half. Um, but I also like to see them use, Colton Bennett a little more. I saw him get physical. That's someone that can really match up well, in my opinion, with Keegan Holder from Morgan Township. I believe, if them two can get themselves into a little battle, that'd be fun to watch in the second half as well.
Absolutely, dude. I would also say Clayton Stroud. Get Clayton Stroud going a little bit with driving and kind of see, just kind of get him in rhythm shots a little bit more. Uh, I want to see Satellites take more driving lanes, get to the basket as well. I mean, but Dusty, who's kind of your players to watch?
Yeah, I mean, he said it right there. Jay Huerta, he's the best player on the team. So I think that he really needs to step up here in the second half. Um, he hasn't been getting enough touches, I feel. And then when he does get the ball, I feel that he isn't really attacking enough. And I think he needs to be more aggressive here in the second half if South Central has any chance of coming back in this one.
Totally agree with you guys. We're going to go into our commercial break for this halftime, and we should be pretty close to tip off for your second half here on Regan Square Sports Network.
LaPorte's #1 used car dealer, All-Star Autos, is a proud sponsor of Riggins Corner Sports Network. All-Star Autos specializes in high-quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view their inventory and apply for credit at allstarlaporte.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs. So next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out All-Star Autos, the regional no pressure dealer, and see why we're #1 in used car dealers in LaPorte. And go Satellites!
There, boys. I'm ready for tip-off because we're almost there.
Just about ready to get started. Looking forward to next week. We got a home matchup, next game we have a home matchup versus Washington Township. That should be a good game for South Central. Good to get back at home. They have a 2-game homestand, actually. They matched up with the Argo Dragons. And we are almost set to get started here in the second half. It's going to be Morgan Township basketball with Keegan Holder set to inbound. Jack Wheeler set to receive the inbound for Morgan Township. He dribbles it up. Ball movement already for Morgan Township. 4 players have touched the ball. Wheeler now, he kicks to the corner. Wheeler to Rick. Down low, that's Holder. Corner triple is up and off. Jaden Shipley unable to convert. Gets there on rebound and puts it up and in. Pushing it out quickly now for the Satellites. He has his shot blocked. On the floor, diving for it now. But it will remain with Morgan Township here with 7:34 to go in the third quarter. 41-14 Morgan Township. Jack Wheeler set to bring it up. Wheeler. Keegan Holder now in the corner. He dribbles, attacks baseline. He takes it himself and puts it up and in. Good drive there by Keegan Holder. Pushing it up quickly, though, now is Colin Ward. Ward dribbles right. Drop. Corner triple is off. That was Jack Wheeler. Now Jack Wheeler pushing it up the other way. Corner triple for Morgan Township is off. Rebound for South Central. That's Huerta now bringing it up for South Central. He looks in the corner to find Straw. Straw attacking. He kicks in the corner. He finds an open break. Glass is dribbling and putting it up and can't put it in. He got very close to the rim, found a good shot. Shots just aren't falling today for the Satellites. Shot is up and off for Morgan Township. Rebound to Straw. Straw, he will bring it up and slow it down. Straw. Almost had it stolen away. Good job holding on to it. This time, though, it is ripped away. Keegan Holder, coast to coast. 45-14.
There, Robbie, I thought Holder was going to do some showtime on that one. I thought the dunk was coming, the breakaway there after stealing it from Straw.
Straw in and out. The basket is just unfavoring to the Satellites right now. And now Morgan Township attempted an alley-oop. It is getting a bit out of hand here. They draw the foul on the shot and will go to the line for two. That was Jaden Sprately who will shoot two.
Absolutely. And as you see at home, fans, the stream is buffering a little bit. And even the stream's saying it's getting a little out of hand here.
Yeah, they're slowing it down for him. Shot is up and off for Sprately. First one, no good. Morgan Township 45, South Central 14, 5:29 remaining in the third quarter. Second one now for Jaden Sprately is good. He splits the pair, 46-14 now. South Central will bring it up with Kevin Higley. Higley attacks left. Looking for Huerta in the corner. They have to find him. And Kevin Higley draws the foul down low. A little too much contact there for Morgan Township. A push is the call. Higley will now inbound.
Yeah, I mean, Higley, as time we have, since we're Houston, we're down here for a second here. Higley's been kind of a onside hero for the Satellite team for the last three games here. The junior has stepped up, starting a couple of games here, his hustle plays. But there, Robbie, I mean, let's see here.
Higley sets an inbound now down low. Kevin Walsh in the game, or excuse me, Derek Walsh in the game for Colin Ward. They're looking for him right away down low.
Yeah, and I think this is a crucial possession here for South Central as they get something going here.
Shot is up and off. Rebound, Braden. Oh man, you gotta convert those ones at the rim if you're South Central. Glass not able to convert. Morgan Township now the other way. Dangerous pass there across court, converting down low. Battling with Hayden Krieger. And there'll be a jump ball. It'll be possession arrow in favor of the Satellites. We'll go the other way. Kevin Higley now bringing it up for the Satellites. Higley. He kicks left to Huerta. Stroud, top of the key, kicks to Grass. Grass can't convert the rim rebound. Morgan Township, they have an open man going coast to coast. Keegan Holder can't convert the reverse layup. Pushing it up now is Huerta. Huerta attacking all the way to the rim. Cannot convert. Krieger with the rebound. And Morgan Township goes coast to coast, converting the end one. He does Keegan Holder at the rim. No, excuse me, that was Jack Mitchell or Jack Wheeler for Morgan Township.
Way Holder and Wheeler are going. I mean, I might give Wheeler our All-Star Autos player of the game with his sweet stroke and then just driving, as you can see right there.
Morgan Township really defending the satellites closely here. Stroud top the key, dribbles all the way to the paint. That's an opening and puts it up and in. Good job there by Straw. Morgan Township now with the ball the other way. We got a traveling violation. That is about the first mistake I've seen Morgan Township make all night.
Yeah, pretty much flawless game by Morgan. I mean, especially if you walk into the cage here, winning the PCC, one of the oldest conferences in Indiana, you're a pretty good ball club because it's usually a very tough conference.
And Braden Lautenbach will go to the line for two. He drew the foul there. Good physical play. The satellites, it's not like they're giving up. They're going out there. They're playing physical each possession. It is just a tough matchup right now with Morgan Township.
It's just a tough assignment for this young Satellites team. I mean, you got a couple of seniors. You got Hale and you got Bennett, and you got Ward, and you got the Rooster upperclassmen who have experience, but just 1 year versus a kid like Holder who's had the last 3 years as a starter.
Lautenbach splits the pair there, hits one. Morgan Township the other way. Shot is up and off for Wheeler. He gets his own rebound though. Great hustle. He loses it, gets it back, pushing it up now. Wheeler going attacking the rim and converting off balance. Layup. Tough one there for Wheeler.
That was a primetime player. Back to back by Wheeler there. Stretching the lead there, Robbie. I mean, what can you say?
Not much. Wheeler, he has the shot. He's got the ability to drive. That is something the Satellites need right now as a team. Shot is up and off for Wheeler there. Rebound South Central. South Central pushing it up. Down low. Good work there by Braden Grass off the miss to get the rebound and put it up and in. Great effort down low from the Satellites here in the second half, I will say.
They couldn't plan that better there, Robbie. I mean, that could have been an assist by Higley. There's so much into the Roosters' hands, that offensive rebound.
Back now, South Central. Up and in.
Yeah, and great bucket there for South Central as they crossed the 20-point mark.
Derek Welsh, a nice little compliment to Colin Ward. Similar games. I just think Welsh is a little more aggressive at the rim. Township now. Kick into the corner. Shot is up and off.
And now the players are going into rabbit mode here. I mean, the game is moving pretty fast, as we can see. And there's a nice little hook shot from Brandon Grass to get into.
Back-to-back bucket here for Grass. He's having himself a nice little second half. Especially down low, you want to see the South Central stay physical with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, even with this deficit, I mean, South Central is still playing hard. They get back-to-back buckets. They go and get a steal. They're still giving it their all.
The port's #1 used car dealer, All-Star Autos, proud sponsor of Rubens Corner Sports Network. All-Star Autos specializes in high-quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view the inventory and apply for credit at allstarreport.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and
And fresh out of the timeout here, South Central looks to keep building on that down low momentum they've been building on the last couple of possessions.
They're cutting at
And that's
this.
exactly what they're doing. Nope, Straw will pull the triple. No good. Gets his own rebound, attacks down low, puts it up and in. And there you go. That's 6 straight in the paint for the Satellites. Almost forcing another steal there. The Satellites have gained a little bit of momentum here in the last minute or so.
You want them to go into the paint there, Robbie, a little bit more than what they have so far, because you've seen success. The one
And
kind
you're
of
also seeing
weakness.
success from Jack Wheeler in the paint as he scored a couple buckets down there himself. Bringing it up now, that is Walsh. Welsh kicking the Straw in the corner. Straw brings it back top of the key now. Attacking left. Back to Welsh. Welsh back to Straw. Straw at the rim. Can't convert. Rebound. That was Loutenbach. He can't convert. He will go to the line for 2.
And you can see Wheeler kind of frustrated because he wanted that rebound just as hard as Brandon Lautenbach wanted it. Kind of throwing the ball over his head a little bit there. But 0.3 seconds, you're up by almost 30 here. Probably about 29 points exactly, with a free throw shooter under 60% here with Lautenbach.
Both are off for Loutenbach. He's 1 for 4 on the night. And Township with the rebound. I believe that will take us to the fourth quarter, or do we have a timeout?
That'll take us to the fourth quarter.
Yep. Your score is Morgan Township 54, South Central 25. We got 8 minutes, 1 quarter remaining here in Valparaiso, Indiana.
Absolutely, we do. And there, Robbie. And how was your first game calling for Satellite Sports Network here on Regan's Corner Sports?
Well, it's a great time. I love, it's 2 competitive basketball teams. Even though the score hasn't shown it, there's been some, competitive plays from both sides that have kept it interesting. Morgan Township has some guys himself, like Keegan Holder, who's been keeping this game interesting. But I like those guys for South Central who are still out here fighting, attacking down low. Straw has been really playing his butt off here in the second half. So that's been good to see, and hopefully more of that.
Absolutely. I hope they get a great start against the Senators next week. It's going to be a very similar matchup. It's a very good chance of getting a dub, flying the W. Coming into here, it would have been just an upset with beating Morgan Township and stuff along those lines, even though Satellites are a 2A club and Morgan Township's a 1A club. But Morgan Township is putting it on South Central at the moment. But like you said, you've seen a lot of great hustle plays. So from the Satellites, that's something you can kind of hit your head on. But you want to drive. You want to get into the lane a little bit more, get a little bit more of that rhythm 3-point shooting going on. because you have good shooters with Horta. You got several good players. It's just you got to use them on the floor a little bit better than what they have.
Like to see some of the freshmen get some time here. See what some of the younger guys can do in a quarter of play or so.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot already from Horta and Haschel. We kind of want to see a little bit more because the 1-2 punch has done well for this year, especially when they're starting to drive. Now they're settling for shots here that they're not making. That's why they're struggling a little bit here in the 30-point or 29-point kind of law that they have themselves in right now.
And here we go. Morgan Township set to inbound. Little set of different players here. Brian Rick that is Connor Havlin inbounding for Morgan Township. Havlin top of the key. The backups are in for Morgan Township. Brady Walters is also in now for Morgan Township.
Fun fact, Brady Walters' nephew is one of South Central's legendary point guards, Brett Walters' nephew. A little cross kind of team matchup there. I mean,
Higley now for South Central. Jay Huerta now kicking to Higley in the corner. And almost losing it out of bounds. Morgan Township has it, steals it away. Havlin. That was... Don't have a number 9 on the roster. No, it was Havlin. Chase Rosenbaum in the game now as well for Morgan Township. He's got the ball top of the key.
Yeah, and I think really good defense here early in the fourth quarter for South Central, as Township just can't seem to
Connor
find a shot.
Havlin. Shot is off. Jay Huerta now bringing it up. Excuse me, no, that was not Huerta. That was Derek Walsh, and he'll draw the foul on his way to the rim. The backup point guard here playing a lot more in the second half, and compared to Colin Ward, haven't seen as much from him in the second half.
I think they're kind of saving Ward a little bit here. No reason to get him hurt. They want to see what Welsh has, because Welsh started as shooting guard for most of this year. It's been the last couple of months. The last month he hasn't really been playing as much as he had previous because the freshmen have just stepped up that much. They're kind of seeing what they have with Welsh, especially since next year will be the senior year.
Morgan Township pushing a quick transition triple, can't hit, gets their own rebound. Rosenbaum at the rim, and Chase Rosenbaum has his first points of the evening here in the fourth quarter. Now for South Central, Kevin Higley. Shot is up for Huerta and off. Rebound right back, and that is up and in for the Satellites. Morgan Township now on the other end. Connor Havlin left side. Kicking to the corner. Aiden Johnson now draws the foul at the rim.
Man, I don't know about you, Robbie, but it looked like it was Cherokee season with how many satellites jumped out of their gym shoes on that one with that pump.
Yeah, lots of jumping going on. Not a lot of staying grounded. Can't have that happen. Connor Havlin hits the first, the backup point guard for Morgantown. Second one is up and off. But he gets his own rebound. Connor Havlin hustling. Even with the backups in, Morgantown emphasizing ball movement. All 5 players have touched the basketball here on the second possession. Rosenbaum, top of the key. Aiden Johnson now with the ball. Johnson dribbling, has it stolen away. Coast to coast. And converting for the Satellites.
Haschel with 2 there, with an arm with the coast to coast there, Robbie.
That's a little bit of freshman action there for the Satellites, showing a little bit of what's to come for the next 3 years after this. And he's diving on the floor, getting that ball. Attacking is Welsh, and he draws the foul at the rim. He'll go to the line for 2. Welsh throwing his body there and doing a great job of staying grounded. It'll be 2 now. 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Morgan Township 57, South Central 31 after Welsh converts the free throw. Substitution here for Morgan Township. Checking in for them is Mason Willingham, the 5'10 sophomore. Second one is up and in for Welsh. He goes 2 for 2 at the line. 57-32, 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Bringing it up is Connor Havoc. Brady Walters now. Down low. Presented with the rim at the bucket to Brady Walters. Satellites pushing the other way. Straw backing down his defenders. He kicks top of the key to Huerta. Huerta tries to find the cutting man, Haschel, but he was unable to. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Morgan Township ball with 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining with a running clock.
Absolutely. And people, if they're wondering, after the 4th quarter, and opponent is down by more than 30 points, they'll start with the running clock. So, just a fun
for Morgan Township is an air ball off. Rebound Huerta. Huerta pushing all the way to the rim. A beautiful Euro step layup there from Huerta. Like things you like to see here with 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter of a blowout.
You could call it a J step, or he was jaywalking, okay? Because he was going and getting buckets there with J Horta, okay?
There you go. At the line now is Jacob Colin, the 6-foot sophomore. First one is off for Colin. $59-34, 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining.
And he made the last one.
Drawing the foul now in transition for South Central.
Noah Howard drawing that foul.
Couldn't see the number there. There you go. Noah Howard, the freshman, getting a little more action here with 3 minutes to go. See if he can get himself on the board. And he can. First one up and in for Howard. 35-60 now with 3 minutes, 3 seconds remaining. Second one for Howard is up and in. 36-60 now. Under 3 minutes remaining. South Central looking to hang on here, play some solid defense, get some good buckets here.
To kind of build, you still got a month left in your season to get better for that sectional, because that sectional is daunting with North Judson having Schumacher and Jordan, with North Judson being a better club than what you're seeing tonight in Morgan Township. It's going to be a hard sectional to go and win, but you got to learn from these nights.
Yeah, and I think for South Central, I think you just gotta, try to, how you said, just build on something in these last 2 minutes. Try to get a little momentum going into the next game.
Straw now. He has it stripped away, trying to back down his man. Morgan Township going coast to coast and converting at the rim. We are going to have a timeout.
We're going to have a subs timeout. Timeout just to get the subs in, get more players in the JV. Junior Zach Kimball coming in at number 12. He is a spotty shooter. I mean, this kid will take it any place where he finds the open spot, he'll drain it. You can see him with the JV. Every time he catches a ball, you got to be on him. But, guys,
See if he can get himself a little bucket here with a minute 44 to go. He's open in the corner. But South Central has it stripped away. Morgan Township going coast to coast and converting at the rim. Minute 31 to go, 64-36. Another pass stolen away by Morgan Township. They continue to go coast to coast. Can't hit. Rebound, their third of the possession, and now they will draw a foul.
A technical foul on Ladenbach, getting a little bit SC football kind of mentality there with the foul, hard foul. That was like a Dennis Rodman foul. I mean, there, Robbie.
Well, I mean, he's just playing aggressive. I don't think there's anything malicious there. I think he's a big guy in the paint trying to protect his rim, and he got the little man underneath and was a little physical, but I don't think there was any malice.
So you're saying there's no technical foul there, Robbie?
Oh, they'll call it. Of course, they'll call it, but I don't believe that Rottenbeck intentionally meant to do that type of physical foul there. That's just what happened.
I don't think so either. But you're going to hear Morgan Township fans going on with it a little bit. But as he's at the free-throw line, this still was not a great 2 kind of minutes here for the Satellites, trying to gain momentum for that Washington Township game just around the corner.
No, they're turning the ball over. They're forcing it. That's not what you want to see.
No, not really.
He hits them both there. And Morgan Township is almost stretched the lead to 30 with a minute 20 to go.
Which, this is an improvement because earlier in the year, Kyle Tooth lost to Morgan Township. They beat Satellites about 50. So Satellites, you could see, are improving each game. Might not feel like it tonight with this 30-point loss, but Morgan Township did come in here, especially with Jack Heschel coming with 2. I mean, you could see the freshmen stepping up a little bit. You could see a bright future here in solid basketball, but we just got to get through the lumps of this year.
Yeah, and you look at it like, the Satellites, they scored 38 on Morgan Township. That's pretty good. I mean, like, defense, and I mean, it was really just threes that were, getting knocked down, and they were getting open shot. But I think the Satellites played a really good game, on the end.
Absolutely, and plus, they just weren't hitting to start off. And a team like Morgan Township, you can't go slow because if you're not hitting like they were, you guys drive the basket, get people in foul trouble, get Holter in foul trouble to have kind of a chance in this type of a game. And as the closing seconds come here, we are in a buffler zone because the satellites were in a danger zone.
Seconds to go here. South Central looking to end the ball with it one last time. Ward back in the game now. He has the ball top of the key. Attacking right. Shot is up. No, there will be no final stop. And Morgan Township will end the game 65-38 over South Central. Tough one for the Satellites.
Absolutely there, Robbie. But who do you give your player of the game to? Your All-Star Autos player of the game?
I've got two. I'll give one for both teams because, I don't think South Central deserves to not have any credit for this game. For South Central, my player of the game is going to be Clayton Straw. I believe his physicality in the second half kept this team in it. If he wasn't playing physical, I think they could have gone out there and lost by 50, like you said. But he played physical in the first half, and so he'll take South Central. And then for Morgan Township, I could give it to Keegan Holder. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Jack Wheeler just because, again, I like physical basketball, and he played himself a physical basketball game in the second half, along with hitting some jumpers as well. And I think that really sealed the deal for Morgan Township there in the second half.
See, I like how you're starting off here, Robbie LaStella. You're giving the Satellites a little bit of a due here, but as a Satellite alum, I'm not going to be so nice. I'm going to give both of my game balls to the Morgan Township Cherokees here. I'm going to give one to Holder, and I'm going to give one to Wheeler. Because it just seems like it was an out-muscled game here. We kind of knew this a little bit going in. The odds weren't as good for the Satellites as the last couple games with Tri Township, with New Prairie, and with Washington Township coming up. But you've seen a little bit of strives, a little bit of possibilities with kind of the freshman, with Stroud being a sophomore. You got potential here. So I agree. For South Central, I would give it to Stroud just for his hard work, blue collar kind of mentality. If it wasn't for his loose balls, this might be a 50-point game. But our next broadcast will be a home game against Washington Township, and that game will be live here on Regan's Corner Sports Network. So stay in orbit, my friend. Our play-by-play guy, thank you to Robbie LaStella. His first, Dusty Carrasco. He had to go a little bit early before the pregame show, but thank you to him, color analyst, and to me, Josh Reagan, camera and color analyst for tonight's game and producer, multiple hats here on Regan's Corner Sports Network. But we'll see you guys next week. And we say good luck to the Satellite ladies for tomorrow at North Judson Sectional in the semifinals. And that game will be broadcast by North Judson. So on the Championship Network. But stay in orbit, my friends, and have a good satellite night.
Thank you.
Okay. Before we go, Dusty, who's your player of the game since you popped out for a second?
Straw